K-12 education plays a crucial role in shaping the minds and futures of young learners. However, the education system is not immune to biases that can adversely affect students' development. One of the most significant concerns in K-12 education is assessor bias, where teachers and evaluators, either consciously or unknowingly, allow their biases to influence their judgments. This video explores the concept of assessor bias and its impact on students. Assessor bias refers to the tendency of educators, psychologists, or other school and mental health professionals to favor or disfavor certain students based on non-academic factors, such as race, gender, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, or even physical appearance and personality type. For example, one alarming study, which is linked in the description, was conducted with a rather large sample group. Researchers found that 55% of K-12 teachers demonstrate some degree of pro-white/anti-black implicit bias, while 14.8% consciously demonstrated their racist views, nearly 70% altogether. If you've experienced or observed assessor bias toward a particular group, tell us about it in the comments. Give us the juicy details about whether you let it go, or did you go for the jugular? Nevertheless, these prejudices influence teachers' perceptions of students' capabilities, performance, and potential. The results of assessor bias are beyond problematic and debilitating for youth. Biased evaluations can lead to students being overlooked for advanced classes, enrichment programs, or extracurricular activities, hindering access to opportunities that can foster growth and development. When students perceive that their teachers have low expectations of them, they may internalize these beliefs and exhibit reduced effort and engagement, ultimately fulfilling the teacher's expectations. Students who feel unfairly judged or discriminated against may become disengaged from the learning process, leading to decreased academic performance and overall well-being. Assessor bias may also contribute to the perpetuation of tracking and labeling, where students are placed into different academic tracks based on biased assessments, reinforcing inequalities in the education system. Subconscious prejudices and conscious aggressions of assessor bias unleash lasting effects on students' self-esteem, motivation, and academic outcomes. Assessor bias remains a sensitive and often overlooked issue in schools, with several reasons contributing to its taboo status. Evaluators and teachers may fear confronting the possibility of their own biases, as it can be uncomfortable and challenging to be self-reflective of personal beliefs and judgments. Educators may worry that acknowledging bias could harm their professional reputation or be misinterpreted as intentionally discriminatory. They may also fear confronting their peers when they notice bias in order to maintain cordial work relationships, avoid adding additional work-related stress, and circumvent possible isolation, retaliation, or termination. Some individuals may simply be unaware of the existence and impact of assessor bias, leading to denial or reluctance to discuss the issue. To combat assessor bias and foster an inclusive learning environment, educators and policymakers can consider implementing several strategies. First, implicit bias training can help teachers and evaluators recognize their personal biases and increase their awareness for making assessments more objective. Second, assessors should use standardized assessment tools and rubrics to help reduce subjectivity in evaluation processes, ensuring fair and consistent evaluations for all students. It is also important for assessors to incorporate diverse perspectives and cultural representations in curricula to create a more inclusive learning environment, making students from all backgrounds feel valued and represented. Data-driven decision-making is integral when it comes to collecting and analyzing students' academic performance, as it helps assessors identify patterns of bias in order to support evidence-based interventions to address disparities. Additional evaluations from other sources are also recommended, much like a patient might obtain opinions from various physicians. Lastly, students should be encouraged to actively participate in their own assessments and set personal goals to take ownership of their own learning. Assessor bias in K-12 education is a critical issue that demands attention and proactive measures. By acknowledging its existence and implementing strategies to counteract it, we can work towards a more equitable and inclusive education system that allows all students to reach full potential. Emphasizing fairness, empathy, and cultural sensitivity will not only benefit individual students, but also contribute to building a more harmonious and just society. Visit thescholarsplace.com for insightful blog posts, educational news, research, and resources. While you're there, check out our services. We're confident that you'll find something of value. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be scholarly.